In a year, Bob earns £19,500 and he spends 38% of this on rent. How much does he spend on rent each year? So this is just 38% of 19,500. Quite a big number there. First step is always turn this into a decimal. So we've got 38% equals 38 divided by 100. We can write 38 down. And then we just move our decimal point twice. 1, 2, and then put some zeros in. We then have turned this into a decimal, so we've got 0.38. Of just means times 19,500. Now, if you've got a number like this, which is quite a largish number, we need to make sure we've got plenty of room in terms of our width, because we end up otherwise squishing in lots of zeros. So again, we just treat this like 38, but our decimal point has been moved, so our final answer will move our decimal point twice. Put our times in, and then we go, well, this 19,500, and we can have a look at big numbers another time. But what we can do is we put, if you've got a number you're not too sure how to write it, we put a 1 and replace everything else with 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is then 10,000. So 1, 2, 3, 4 digits, but our 1's our first one. Then we look at our next digit, which is our 9, and then everything else zeros, 1, 2, 3. And then we've got the 500. So that's 10,000, 9,000, and 500 times by 30 and 8. Now we've got 1 times 3 is 3, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros there. 3 times 9, well, 3 times 9 is 27, with 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, there we go. 3 times 5 is 15, with 1, 2, 3 zeros. Then we've got our 8s. Now, in case you're not too sure on your 8s, I'm going to quickly write out the 8 times table. So 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, and 80. There we go, slide up a little bit, you can just see them all in there. So feel free to write out your 8 times table, whichever times tables you need. The more times you write it, I keep saying this, but the more times you write it, the more you practice it, the quicker you'll get. And you'll get to the point where you don't even need to write them down, you just know them. So 1 times 8 is 8, with 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 times 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 72, with 1, 2, 3 zeros. And then we have 5 times 8, so 5 times 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 40, and we've got 1, 2 zeros. Now, I'm going to move to the side here, so you can see that. We need to add these numbers up. Now, these are all quite big numbers with lots of zeros, and whenever we're doing this, sometimes it's best, we write our first number down, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So 5 zeros, 3 with 5 zeros. Now, you may end up placing these numbers in the wrong position. So sometimes people find it easier doing the 4 zeros first, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then sometimes they go 7, 2, or you can write 27, whichever order, but I'm going to write these numbers backwards, just to help you with lining them up. So you've got 0, 0, 0, and then 5, 1. Next one is 0, 0, 0, 0, so 4 zeros and an 8. And we've got 7, 0, 0, 0, 2, 7. So I'm literally writing the whole number backwards. And then 1, 2, 3, and then a 4. So let's move that up so it fits on. And then you can got equals. So nice and big. And don't be afraid to make it quite big. You know, it makes it much easier to see what you're doing. Now, the first load of zeros is just 0. We've got more zeros, we've got more zeros. So the first three columns are just full of zeros. We then look at our fourth one, so we've got 5, plus a 2 is 7, plus a 4 is 11. Add it just like normal. You got 7 plus 1 is 8, plus another 8 is 16, plus our 7 is 23, plus our extra 1 is 24. So you put 2 and a 4, then 3 plus 2 is 5, plus our extra 2 is 7. So then we go, that's 7, 4, 1, 0, 0, 0. But remember, we have to move our point twice. 1, 2, 1, 2, which chucks it in there. So that's 7,410. So when we look back to here, we have 38% of 19,500 is 7,410. I'm just going to pause for a moment and we'll zoom out and we can have a look at the whole thing in one big picture. There we go, I've just zoomed out for you. So now you can have a look at the whole thing in one go. So we've got 38% of 19,500 because Bob spends lots of money on rent. And actually this isn't untypical. People will typically spend 40, possibly even 50% of their money on rent. So we turn our percentage into a decimal. Now we have a decimal, we multiply by our 19,500. With all these zeros, with multiplying this out, and we can always write our numbers backwards. And you can do that with any size number. We add these up, and then finally we move our decimal point twice, because we had it moved twice there.